Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the GMologist Presents. Welcome back to fall. The curse of summertime is over. The summertime blues are gone, and we have returned to fall. And with the return, we are returning to our Masks of Nyarlathotep actual play, but we are not running it with our classic Call of Cthulhu, nor are we running it in the classic 1920s, 1930s epoch or timeline. We are doing two things. I was coerced, no, actually, I was talked into it very nicely by my players to, hey, let's put it in Roman times. So we are doing that. So, but we are not using Cthulhu Invictus. We are using Modiphius's Cohors Cthulhu, and I think it's really cool. I think it's very pulpy, and it really gives to me that feel of a very competent set of investigators and people who solve problems. And I will introduce the players, and they will tell me about their investigator, I guess we'll call him. And I'll go from right to left as I have you on my screen. And first we have Streamrolla.
Hello, I'm Streamrolla and I am playing Gerfrid. I am pulling up her character sheet so you can see it. And Gerfrid is a Germanic freedman. She is a scout. She is nomadic and she has the characteristic of being touched by shadow.
Mm. All right. And next we have the arcane alienist.
Hello, I am playing Epion. He is an Egyptian by birth. He is a citizen of Rome. He is a sage and scholar. He's kind of a philosopher and physician. His characteristic is he is beloved of Velusia, so he has some sort of an ancient, not quite human bloodline.
Are Valusia, is that snakes?
Yeah, I believe those are the
Serpents?
lizard people that
Oh,
those are the lizard people that once ruled the earth and that are currently, the shadow, the Illuminati controlling everything in our times.
right. The snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? And last but not least, and live from Pelham's Wasteland is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen. I'm playing Corvir, who is a Roman auxiliary from the tribe of the Belgi, and he is a ex-member of the auxiliaries because now he's working as sort of a heavy for the Roman mob, and yeah, is a serious fighter and all that. So
Very serious fighter. He also has an interesting history, right? Like Gerfrid touched by shadow and Appion's blood of Valusia.
yeah, he's got some stuff going on.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting and ironic. I actually ran I ran like a Cthulhu Invictus little mini campaign set around the events of the Toteberg Forest, and then years later, when they tried to find the Eagles, when when Little Boot was the guy who should have been emperor, but instead we got Nero, Germanicus something something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had that those types of creatures in that area of Germany, Belgium, modern day
Mhm.
butcher. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess that's where they're from, can't canonically.
Yeah.
So we previously, if you're familiar with Mask of Nyarlathotep, we did do the prelude, and the prelude was nominally sent in. Nominally, it is set in Peru, but I changed it. I'm just giving people the history because it's been a while. I changed it to the Germanic frontier, and here is Vindobona, uh, which is modern day Venice on the Danubius River, and then a lot next to the Quadi tribes. And they went out into the modern day Carpathians. They're called the Montes Sarmatici, and had some interesting things. Most notably, they met and befriended a man named Justianius Aeneas, and Justianius, they found treasure at the end of it, and it's been several years later. I think maybe 4 or 5 years later, and these three investigator problem solvers and Justianius kind of split the treasure money and have traveled around the Roman Empire. And we find ourselves back in Rome for this particular chapter. So again, if you're familiar with Masks, it's the New York chapter and the America chapter, but I am putting it, of course, on the Italian peninsula in uh, the city of Rome, the heart of the empire. So so it's very interestingly, whereas currently now is Antonius Pius is the emperor now, as right? Is that correct?
I think
As
so.
the guy was it Hadrian that was there last time for you guys?
I think
And
so.
went way back. I have it somewhere. I'm gonna say, yeah, I think it was Hadrian was prior to, yeah. Someone will correct me somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
and
Mhm.
Yeah,
Antonius, is it Pius or Pius? Pius.
yeah. And then of course after Antonius Pius and probably his I probably already named his heir is the other guy, the guy who wrote the Meditations.
Aurelius.
Yeah, Marcus Aurelius.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. I thought Appian had met him or
I'm,
gone to a
I'm just waiting
lecture.
for Commodus. No, Al, that was
Uh,
a side joke that yeah, I met a young nobleman named Marcus who was sort of trying to figure out how to control his temper, and I told him he should really just meditate.
yeah, there you go. So there it's Appian's fault. It's all Appian. Anyway, so we are
Come
here
on, man, be
in the
stoic.
heart of the empire, city of Rome. And here's a really cool like a three so I could probably it's probably AI generated 3D model of the city of Rome. Here, you want to blow it up, it's pretty neat.
They
um
didn't have AI back then, Carl.
they didn't have that. Yeah, I know they didn't have AI, but well, maybe they did. Atlantean technology. All right, so something bad has happened to poor Justianius Annius, as I will return you to sort of in medias res or what happened last time. And yeah, so you see some unalived persons. Um, and unfortunately, one of the unalive is Justianius Annius. It looks like he was, according to Appion's quick CSI evaluation, he looks like he was held down, roughed up, and then his throat was slit. And unfortunately, by the time you all arrived, having received a message from like a street urchin to come here into Sabora to the hostel that he was uh, staying at, and he's probably like up here in this kind of room. This is just a general. Oh, this is kind of what a villa or that type of hostel type thing might look like. I'm sure this top picture is probably a rendition from something from Pompeii, but oh well. Anyway, yeah. So the the investigators arrived and kind of did in these cultists, and one tried to get away, and I believe Corfier and Gerfrid made chase and took him down um, in the alley, and I believe Appion was gonna wait for the Vigiles Urbani, the watchman, uh, and make up some story and hopefully, convince them that he had no part of it and he was just a friend and unfortunately got there too late. Whereas Gerfrid and Corvier, with all the various clues that you might think you would have in a Call of Cthulhu, Cohors Cthulhu adventure, absconded with all the clues and anything of interest, really, for the most part. And we'll try to meet up with Apion at some point and figure out what to do next. I don't know if we need to go over the clues now. Do you guys think, or do you have anything else that I might have missed. I did fail to show you the brand or tattoo that was on on all of these assassins who have now gone down to Hades, and they're the cult of the bloody tongue. And that was like the symbol. I think one of them had like a maybe a necklace that was kind of these stones were kind of or whatever were kind of pressed into like a leather and had a thong around a leather thong around his neck. That's pressed into like a leather backing, and then they all had like a brand of some sort, and weird hats. That was the other thing. They had weird hats with like a tongue, looked like a red sash or a tongue sticking out or something like that.
Mhm.
Anything that I missed? Do you guys remember?
I don't think you missed anything. I mean,
I know it's been a while.
if I remember correctly, I know Gerfrid wanted to. She's hiding in the area, and she wanted to discuss things with the servants, find out maybe where these cultists came from, had they seen them before, did they pay them for their silence, anything along that line.
Yeah, I don't think they really when you I know you tried to do that when you first got there, and then you heard the sounds of scuffle upstairs.
Hmm.
I don't know if you want to hang around though and wait for the Vigiles
Well,
though.
I'm assuming that I would be in the servants area. I wouldn't be out there.
I thought you guys like booked it. Like we're gonna meet somewhere else, like at our at your like
I
at
don't.
your own place or villa, even outside of slightly outside of Rome or in another section of the city. I thought that's what was going on.
Well, the villa that Gerfried stays at was Justinianus. She just kind of stayed there because he would travel around and stay there a little bit. It was a big villa, so I guess it's all hers now. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah,
But I don't remember how close it was to here.
it's probably just outside the city, or it could be across um, the the river, like in this area. What is that? Yeah, although maybe not. There's something called that is something called the Naumachia Augusti. So that seems like it probably is like a is that the
Because
Roman palace or something?
I don't know if you were looking at another map, we didn't see it because we're still looking at the villa.
Oh yes, like here.
Because I thought our place was like off over here somewhere. I don't remember exactly, but I know we had to travel to get into Rome, Rome proper.
Mhm.
Do you guys
Oh, okay.
remember
Oh, that's
if?
like a so the Naumachia of Augustus is a large shallow basin construct. So it's like yeah, there we go. Constructed by Augustus on the bank on the this bank of the Tiber. So it's supplied by an aquifer, like an aquifer,
Yeah,
and
then I think.
it was used for staging aquatic spectacles and naval battles.
Oh, I guess that's home sweet home now. But anyways, if
Yeah, so
if
maybe not.
that's where we were, that's where we were. I thought we were trying to talk to people, but it doesn't matter.
Um,
We don't want to be there when the police are there, but
yeah, so the Sabura is like here. So you guys are like in the heart. Um, I mean, there's some villas like this area just outside the walls, right? Um,
I thought our villa was closer to the river. I don't remember. I thought it was over like over here somewhere.
oh, it might be. Well, so this is the Emporium is like the warehouses and docks area. So maybe it's in like over around here, maybe this area.
I don't
You gotta be within walking distance of the Circus Maximus,
why.
to watch the ponies race. I don't. That's why.
I thought
And
we I thought we
this is
had
the
olive
Temple of
like
Ceres.
I thought we had like olive orchards and stuff. But we'll do you remember Arlen or BJ?
Uh, that was before I joined the game, I believe.
Huh?
I didn't. I never established I never had a home in in Rome.
I wasn't in Rome. I was at Justinius's place, and I thought we had enough money that we bought a nice like
Oh yeah.
villa over there where
Oh yeah.
the
Well, we
olive orchards were,
yeah.
and
Okay. Yeah, we just assumed that Appion had a home here because it's where he had been
Yeah.
living before
Yeah,
he
this is the
eventually left.
Temple of Ceres, to Ceres, the Templum series on the Mons Aventius, and 41 Stachio something.
it doesn't matter. You can just pick one. I mean, I thought we were over that way because Kerford would want to be close, but not in the city because she doesn't trust Romans.
Right. This is true. Right. But in any case, I thought you guys were like getting out of Dodge, right?
Yeah, I
Or,
guess.
or
Yeah,
leave.
I think it makes sense for most of us to get out of town and
Yeah.
we can meet up and decide what we
Yeah.
want to do, you
And
know.
this is the granary, the public granary, just FYI.
Okay.
The Domus Augustana.
I would venture to say that Gerfred would stay close enough to the villa that they're at just to make sure Appian got out of there safely. Like, kind of intermingle with the people maybe that are trying to figure out what's going on.
Mhm. Yeah, and this interestingly, like this might not be a bad place to have a residence here. This is right here.
That's where the emperor lives.
No, it's a central residential part of the. Oh, it is great. You're right. It's Palatine Hill. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. All right, never mind. I thought I misread it. I thought it said the residential part of the where most Romans live, but that's not true. Um, yeah. So this is, I guess, so they have like a hippodrome and the palace, and then the Circus Maximus. This is the arena there.
Hmm.
No, that's an amphitheater. That's a Flavian amphitheater. So where
Sorry.
is the Colosseum?
That's that is the
That
Colosseum.
is the Colosseum. Okay, the
Yeah.
Flavium. Oh, that's right, because the
Yeah.
emperor made it. That emperor. Uh, okay, and this is the gate, the Capena gate. So anyway, okay. So anything else you're doing besides trying to get out of town, Corbier and Kerfrid, or you just want to stay around but just
Well,
lay low, and hook up with Appia and make sure he's okay. I guess that's a question.
well, Gerford would not leave a friend behind completely unprotected. Close enough that I would try to be within at least arrow distance so that if he needed protection, I could do that.
Okay, Arlena, you're
I
gonna
think Corvair trusts that Appion knows how to talk his way out of trouble well enough, so I can go on ahead to. I figure if we're going to like Justianius's
like
villa outside of town,
right.
I can just head directly there.
Okay, all right.
Is there any way, well, Appian is talking himself out of things, that maybe I could get a cart and or a horse or something?
Um, how do you mean? Like just
Like buy one? Because isn't A the marketplace? Isn't this the marketplace?
that's the forum? Yeah, I guess it's got markets and stuff too.
I'm trying to pass myself off as doing something and having a purpose for being there, but keeping Appian close enough that if he needs protection, I can get to him.
Okay. The I guess Appian this 25 might be, that's a temple Templum Tuloris. Sometimes you can seek refuge in that is the well, this is in, well, that's funny. That's in Italian.
Well, instead of a horse, maybe I can hire a livery, that they would carry, that people would sit
The
in
te
and then
the Temple of the Earth. All right, so I guess we're gonna. I feel like we gotta roll something for that
for the
to see if we can
livery.
commandeer. Uh, you could probably use either insight or willpower, and I would say survival.
I
You know,
have tracking, woodcraft, hunting, navigation, although I'm not
well,
trained in
you have survive.
navigation.
No, but you
I,
have
I have
survival.
I have a lot of survival.
So probably insight survival. So you're trying to
Okay,
commandeer.
so
It doesn't look like it's a. If you had animal handling, I guess I could make it have a focus, but you don't have that as a focus. Yeah.
survival.
So
No,
uh,
I put a lot into like tracking and hunting and woodcrafting.
okay. So go
Um,
ahead and
but a focus would not apply, right? Because I'm not tracking, hunting, or woodcraft.
right, and it's just difficulty one. I think.
Okay, it automatically put a one in there.
Yeah.
Um, 2 successes, one
Oh,
bonus
nice,
momentum.
nice. And man, what genius provided this amazing. I guess you would gain a momentum and well, going back to here, you gain a momentum and then lose the momentum, then gain the momentum here. So we have the threat and momentum up here.
Okay.
So you're able to find a horse in a cart or a mule in a cart.
Well, I was thinking maybe that wouldn't be what I would find. It would be like the livery carriers, the that you could like a taxi, but people. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
oh, like a palanquin.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
mean,
mean,
I think it would make sense because Gerfrid and Apian and Corvair have money, but
yeah. You could.
you know,
Yeah, that's fine. You could find a palanquin for hire.
yeah, I would just rent one and then.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get to.
And if Corvair is still in town, then certainly he's welcome to travel that
Mhm.
way with us too.
So two Vigiles arrive Apion to the place here, and one is named Pulio.
Okay. I wouldn't be
And
there. I'm just gonna move myself away. I'm not there. Will you?
there's another one who is named uh, Robius and Julio Vigiles, and they arrive. I can.
While in the interim, I'm going to search the very quickly try to search the two assassins for any other clues or anything of interest.
Okay.
It's wonderful to live in a time when there's no DNA and fingerprint.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. I know that you guys got like the grab their daggers, right?
Correct. 4 daggers. We found a
Or did you
letter.
leave them? Unless you left them there. I mean,
Um, I guess we would have left them there. I mean, we found 4 daggers. I don't know that we took them.
yeah. So they probably have like a. They actually have two weapons. Maybe three. They have okay. So they have like that machete. They have like a throwing knife. Um, it looks like, and then they have yeah, that's probably it. So they have like a panga, like a machete, and then some just basically like a cleaving sword type weapon, like only one. Yeah, I guess more like a Appian, you might like a falchion, and then the African throwing dagger. You probably have seen these before. you've probably seen these before, being from Egypt, you know. Oh no. Oh yeah, they're very interesting. They got this right, the Mambele, right? So they have like a good look. Give me so like they have these, you know, very this one the thing up top, the stuff up top, you know,
Yeah.
of those. They have like yeah, they have interesting shapes. Um, and actually, I wonder if they're regional. They might be regional, but I don't know if you would
Did
know.
they use those to kill?
No, that's what they were
Just
throwing.
curious.
One of them tried to use it to kill. Yeah, they used like they just took. I guess one of them also has like yeah, I'd say like probably the one that was used to kill probably looks like this.
Hmm.
But the other ones are different. Maybe it's just based on stylized based on the proclivities of the assassin. I know they threw one of these at Corvair,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what did they kill Justinius with?
like the one of these, like a.
Okay. How many of these are laying about?
Oh, there you find four of them,
Okay. I am going
and then
to.
they all have like longer weapons, the machete type, the falchion machete type.
Okay. Um, and do they have any kind of like poison or anything on them?
No.
Okay. I am going to bundle up 3 of the weapons
Okay.
with my stuff
All right.
and leave one as, you know, as the murder weapon when
Yeah.
Would you
the
wanted
authorities
to have
arrive.
done that before we left out? Then we could have left with the
Yeah,
three.
that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of want one, but I don't have time to put, like that's not what's going on at the moment. So, what are those called, by the way?
Which ones?
These weapons?
Mabelli.
They just function as a dagger.
Like a throwing knife. They do 1d4 plus 2. Oh, plus any damage bonus you might have. Well, that's what they do. Sorry, that's what they do in that's what they do in Call of Cthulhu 7th edition.
Okay. Are
So
they are
in
they both
Cohors,
melee? Is it melee or ranged? Either
yeah,
one.
melee or range, yes.
Okay. And
And
so
the
you use
and the
melee weapons
machetes
if
are
you.
the machetes are more like a gladius, like that, like a sword type, right?
Yeah.
Or short sword or whatever. Um, Interesting. They come like in, yeah. Unlike Legionnaires, the Vigiles can come. They can come decked out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Oops.
Slightly intimidating looking.
Yeah, they come like decked out. Um, you probably can see. Well, I guess Gerfried, if you're nearby watching, you can see them
Mm-hmm.
asking, talking to the people in this um, apartment hostel area, and they point like up there, uh, and Appian, you can like hear them kind of marching in their hobnails, I guess, assuming they have hobnails, and they kind of they just push the door open. They see you there, and they say, "What are you doing here?" Or one of
My
them
friend has
spoke.
been murdered.
Yeah, go ahead.
I tell him my friend has been murdered.
Okay. It says, I am Publius. This is Robius. We
I yes, I excuse me. I got here as they were struggling. I tried to help, but it was too late.
and you took all these men out?
No, I took one of them out. Uh, Justinius took the other out, but it was too late. He succumbed to his wounds.
Yeah, so
I tried to save him, but it was basically the story is these two killed each other, and I was struggling with this one before I could get over to Justinius to save him.
okay. Are there any others?
Hmm?
Are there any others?
I'm sorry, that was that. No,
So I guess the one who's taught, yeah. So the one he says, Sergeant Rubius. Right, is that right? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Goes, well, then I will ask you to accompany us to our precinct house to make a
of
full
course, of
report.
course.
Oh, and just if you don't remember, there's a dead body outside, by the way. When the guy that tried to get away and Corvier and Gerfrid cut him down. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Oh, um, oh yes, there was another one. He fell out the window.
Let's see.
I believe Justinius may have wounded him before he fell.
All right. So he sends Robius out to find that, and he looks at you, try to get like a measure. So you say you're his friend, huh? Why would these people kill
Yes,
him? Is there who are they? Do you know who they are?
I don't know. Well, what did we know about them earlier?
Uh
What did we
well, like
deduce?
they're not all, so surprisingly they're not, I mean, they're not all like African, from North Africa like you would expect. I think they're, you know,
Mhm.
right. So there I think there are a couple locals, and I mean, whatever. I mean, Rome is unlike it shows in the Roman movies of the 50s. It's pretty heterogeneous. So you know, yeah. So they kind of so police kind of examines them. Use D20s, right? I'll roll. Hmm. He says, and you were alone? He's kind of looking at the wounds on some of them. You probably, I mean, I'm assuming you like took out the arrows or whatever, or Gerford recovered her arrows.
Oh yeah.
But there are big slashes and deep stabs from Corvier, just to let you know.
Oh, well, aren't one of those machetes still laying around?
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, you could have covered it in blood and stuff. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. Yeah. Okay. He does ask that anyway. He goes, and you were alone? BJ?
Hmm?
He says, and you were alone?
Yes.
I see. Then what is your profession?
Uh, so I'll tell him like who I am. I'm
Uh-huh.
Apion. I'm a physician and scholar and Justinius was my friend and colleague. We like to talk about philosophy and history and such things.
So you're if you are a medicus, you know how to cut up bodies. Then
Uh, how to cut up bodies?
that's what he asks.
Yeah, of course. I
While they're
prefer to
still
stitch them stitch them
alive.
up though. I prefer to treat wounds rather than inflict them.
Right. He says, "Well, give me a just to get a yeah, give me a I guess it would be gravitas or will, right? I think like a present your presence, right? And probably that's what I would be based in skill. I guess it would be. Is there there is a persuasion? Yeah.
I think so.
Persuasion. I have no training in persuasion.
Oh, your gravitas is pretty good though.
Yep.
Don't feel bad. I have a 0 in persuasion too.
You have momentums. Remember, you have momentums. You have 4
Mhm.
momentums.
What do you guys think? How much momentum should I use?
However many you think you need. Maybe
I'm gonna use them
2.
all. You guys jumped out the window and left me here to explain things to the suspicious.
I'm there. I'm keeping an eye on you. The only thing I can think
Yeah,
of is
I'm still trying to remember why you guys left. What the plan was.
well,
Oh,
I mean, I would say if I saw these guards coming and everything, I think
I'm gonna take 2 momentum out of the pool there.
All right, so it's gonna see
would you
so
4 dice.
well so 3 momentum you'll take out of the pool because the first second one is cost 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
would you
So he'll
want Gerford to get a nice dress and stuff and come in the livery and have it delivered there and then race up
well
and I mean she can if you want
Difficulty
her
is it
to.
be difficulty 1?
uh yes, difficulty 1 is fine. Okay. Well,
Well,
that's good.
got a success.
You did.
Good thing for the
Good
momentum.
thing.
I know you should be playing D&D some 15 and 18. Anyway, so it goes, well, we would like that. You would like you to come to the precinct house and give a statement. So
Yes.
Gerfried, if you're still watching, you haven't gone to get the palanquin yet.
No, I have not.
Yeah, so you see the one guy go down there, and you kind of hear him whistle like, and Polio. I should just call him Polo, but I won't. But I don't think Polo would not be a Vigiles. Anyway, did you see Rome? Did you see Rome, BJ? The series?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, you guys got
It's a good series.
homework. It's a good series. It's on HBO. Anyway, Polio looks out, and the guy points to the body. They do some sort of hand signals. And he goes, well, I'll have to get some of the priests, maybe from the nearby Earth Temple, the closest, to recover these bodies. Is there anything you would like to do with your friend? We can arrange. Or, yeah, we can take your friend. We can have him taken with the rest to the temple or the templum, but unless you have other arrangements.
No.
Right.
No, that would be fine.
All right, so Gerfried, you see them kind of escort, but not like in chains or anything.
Mhm.
They escort Appion, and you follow them, and you see they get to the precinct house, which is at the
Okay.
edge of the Suburum, near the Forum. So you can go get the palanquin and come and pick them up if you wanted to.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to switch to that map.
No, but I mean, you just give the statement. Is there anything you kind of stick with that statement, right, BJ?
Yeah.
All right.
Then Gerford would be waiting at the station with the livery for him.
Yep.
Not with her arrows out or anything, but she would be dressed as like a normal person.
Okay. And then so the Apuleius gives you like a token, that has like his name on it. It's like their like a calling card or whatever. Because if you think of anything else or have any questions, do you know what were these just robbers or what is the motivation?
I I
I
don't know
noticed that they
their
all have
motivation.
this. Say that again.
I don't know their motivation.
Well, if you
I
can
just
think of
came upon the
anything,
scene.
it seems that they're all from the same gang. You did notice a tattoo, yes?
Yes, yes.
Um, is there anywhere I can contact you?
Yeah, I'll tell them where I live.
If you're a friend, perhaps you might be in trouble and would need our help.
If I feel like I'm in danger, I'll let you know.
All right. Okay. So yeah, so they take their leave of you. Polius gives you his calling card.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, Pulio, sorry, Pulio gives you his calling card. Robius kind of watches you, escorts you out, kind of looks, you know, discerningly. He really hasn't spoken much. Um, and then Gerfrid is there with a palanquin. It's nice. And I guess you
Mm-hmm.
head out.
I mean, if you want to go to Justinius's place, which is Gerfrid and Corvair's hangout, I think Corvair's hanging out there.
Yeah.
You're welcome
Okay.
to come with us.
All right. All right. So now we can examine the clues that you found. Correct.
Gerfrid will give you the bundle of the knives that you handed her back once we get in the livery. Because
Yeah, I'll let you roll a lore.
me?
No,
Oh,
Appian, because he's or whatever,
Okay.
whatever you roll for like lore to know like the provenance of these things, whatever it's I guess it would probably be insight,
Academia.
academia, history. Yeah, history also would be focus.
Okay. Insight. No, wait a minute. Why did it not ask me for my?
Oh, didn't roll anything.
Yeah. Insight. Submit. Academia. Does the focus apply? Yes, it does.
Okay, so you think that they like two of them, I mean, right, two of them look like they might be, you think they might be from like tribes associated with or that live um in the upper Nile region. Or the upper, yeah, the upper Neleus region.
Which is south, right?
Yeah, south, yeah. So I think you would know that in Azania, which is where is Kenya now.
Mhm.
So modern day Kenya, but Azania. So which is, I mean, yeah, you thought a couple of them might have been African, but you don't remember who had what Membeli, but um, it was all very chaotic. All right, so you guys meet back, no issue getting out of town. People are part the ways, and the palanquin carriers expect their payment as you send them, back on their way, and they try to charge you extra because they had to go outside of the walls, that type of thing. And one of them said that the man we picked up smelled like blood, and I don't like Vigiles. I don't like going by the precinct house.
Gerfrid would look at them and say, I also don't like the smell of blood. But he is a doctor, and it comes with the territory. She'll just pay what they ask.
Oh, a doctor. He says I have this pain in my lower back. Can you give me something for it?
I don't.
It's from
Yeah.
it's from carrying. I mean, I will take that in lieu of extra payment, since your
Okay.
German woman here seems a little tight with her sesterces. But
Pain from carrying what?
carrying you.
Oh. I will give you the prescription for that is exercise. And
Because I will tell the
various stretches and lunges and calisthenics. Strengthen your back.
He says
happen again.
He says Turco could be a good friend. I know things. We carry a lot of people and we hear things. But
And
if you wish to give me
a little packet of narcotics,
right, okay, okay,
this will take the edge off.
He says he bows, he thanks you, because, and then if I do not need it all, I can make a little few sesterces on the side.
Gerfred will tell him that if he wants to leave his card and he can keep things quiet, she'll consider hiring him as their livery.
He takes out like a piece of like not parchment, like maybe a small piece of leather, and puts a mark on it. It's like a stylized. It's actually like a Greek. Interestingly, he puts it in. Well, I guess it is Arlen's our local Roman and Greek scholar. Is the T theta? Is it theta for Greek?
The Greek T?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I think so. Oh, and so interestingly, he puts it in the Latin letter, in the Greek letter, and then he puts it in Hebrew as well.
He's like Benny from The Mummy.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, he kind of holds it out, looking to see if he's going to give it to Gerfid or Appion. He thanks you for the little packet of back pain removal.
Mm-hmm.
He says he kind of whistles as he sees the villa. He and his 5
Don't
other
give
men.
that to any pregnant women.
Because I will not, or I will consult you if I need to.
Generally speaking, the pregnant woman would consult him, not you.
All right, so Corby, you hear all this commotion outside when they come. Right, so we had one momentum. Right.
Gerford, when we get back, would like to look for Justinius's will in the house.
You know that he had like a what would be what's the equivalent of a lawyer in Rome? I guess a lawyer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, it's 4 here. And updating the momentum and stuff. All right. Yeah. So Arla and Corby, they're back.
Cool. I'll let him in, and I guess we can get to discussing.
Yes, let's see. He does have a lawyer. His name is Carlinius Ramses. He's Greek.
Okay.
So yeah.
Before the livery guy leaves out, she's going to ask him, can she pay him a little extra to deliver a letter to Carlinius? Ramses for her.
Yep.
Because she
So
wants.
they probably took the body here. That's the closest temple.
Right. I'm assuming we would know. And she just wants to let the
Yeah.
lawyer
That's what they let.
let
That's
the
what they let.
lawyer know, and then she would let him know. Because I mean, she lived at the villa too, not in the same room or anything with him, but let him know that how much money was there of Justinius's and stuff like that, so that he would know.
Yeah. Yeah. So they take him to the Templum Tellurus, so you can let them know about that and find a runner, or even use one of these guys to get the message back.
Well, he can pay them if he
Say that
wants.
Mbele does 4 dice of damage.
No. It's not going to do. It's going to do like what a throwing knife will do.
What a dagger would. Okay.
Yeah. What a throwing. Yeah. I
I'm
think.
about to say that sounds like.
We're all going to carry those if that's the
I
case.
know. Right.
I was gonna put them on a bandolier strap across my.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's look at the clues again. If you want, unless we want to take a short break, we need to take a short break.
It's up
Or
to you
we can
guys.
let's look at the clues first, and then maybe take a break and think about.
Okay.
All right. So just to go over, there was a letter, right? You said the letter, Amy, from
Mm-hmm.
to our
Letter. The letter to.
R. Caristinius,
Mm-hmm.
from Bessart the Gaul, right?
Yes. There was like
Yeah.
what we're calling a calling card.
Yep.
Like a clay token, a blurry, damaged piece of artwork.
Yeah.
And
So this is what the letter said. I'll go over them one at a time.
okay.
So it says, R. Carlinius, your your um your factor informed me that you seek certain knowledge of this land and its distant past, and I believe I can aid you in this regard. Inquiries in the old quarter have identified one Faraz Nijar at the Street of Jackals, who claims to be in possession of singular curios which he believes will be of great interest to you. He is prepared to part with these items if a suitable price can be agreed upon, and I shall endeavor to make sure that the matters are arranged to your satisfaction. Bessart the Gaul. And you don't have to roll anything, Appian, unless you want to try to gain momentum. It'd be a 0 difficulty task. You don't have to roll though.
What would it be rolling?
History,
History. Does it
insight
hurt?
history.
Ooh, success. And you put a momentum back. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, you got once. Yeah, so you get the momentum back.
That was good planning.
Is that true? That's interesting. I did not know that. Yeah. So the Street of Jackals is a location in Cairo. I think it's always been called Cairo because that's
Yeah.
what it was called in.
I think we made a note of that last time.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean,
Right.
that's what's called in Egyptian. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's also now it is actually currently probably the administrative center instead of Alexandria. So yep. But actually that's Cairo's Arabic, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I wrote
No,
this down.
sorry, Masr.
I
Masr.
have
It's
this in our
called Masr.
notes. You
Yeah.
want me to go over what notes I took last time, and then
Yeah,
you
that'd be
fill in anything
good.
we missed? All right. The cult of the Bloody Tongue Assassins, possibly originating somewhere in Egypt.
Yeah.
They have a tattoo similar to the one on Licinius from Germania, so we see a connection
Mm.
there. Oh yeah, to Vigiles, Julio, yeah, Robius had come to investigate, and Justinius's possessions, which we were able to get out of there before they showed up. The scroll from Basart the Gaul
Yeah.
of Memphis.
Memphis. Okay,
Yeah,
Memphis.
Memphis in
regarding
Egypt.
the
Yeah.
Caristanus meeting with the curio vendor on the Street of Jackals, named Faraz Najjar.
Yep.
So we may need to go to Memphis to look for Faraz Najjar on the Street of Jackals.
Yep. Not Memphis,
Uh,
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Memphis, in
Oh,
Egypt.
Although I would like to, we could go by there and get some stuff at the Bass Pro Shop in the Pyramid.
Mm.
absolutely.
Calling card. We found a calling card token of one Ericus Gaviganus.
Gaviganus.
Symbology suggests it comes from London or London.
Londinium.
London.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a picture of an unusual boat or ship, possibly from India or further east.
Mm.
And there's a taverna token with a tiger, which is we understand to be a great cat from India, and the writing is in a foreign language, possibly the language of India. So we've got some connections to India. Papyrus scroll with a wooden frame. Alvius's imports in Rome. The name written on the back is S.
Nekwane, yeah.
Which would appear to be something related
also
to
upper Nile.
of the Upper Nile.
Mm-hmm.
The writing tablet containing an apology letter from someone named Miriam. The scroll you inquired about is no longer here, but the information be found in other volumes here, which it indicates this is from Athens.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're going to go on a little global.
Yeah, that's the best
here.
part. That's the best part of this campaign.
Written invitation to meet Antonius of Caesarea to discuss philosophy and other strangeness.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we got a time or place on that, or you said that I didn't get that jotted down.
Let's see, where is that? Which one is that one? Antonius?
An invitation to meet Antonius from Caesarea to discuss philosophy and other strangeness.
Okay.
Sounds like we need to charter a boat.
Where is Caesarea? Where's Caesarea? I don't remember.
There are lots of them.
Is there one on the peninsula, the Italian peninsula?
Well, there's this one section. I hear there's a lot of children born there.
Ha ha. Anyway, I think I think of this one you only have the name. This lecture or this thing already happened, or the meeting already must have happened. All right. Okay. Anything else? Oh, they had cut that symbol into Justinius's head, the bloody tongue symbol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
All right, Caesarea.
Oh, you also know something else,
Hang on.
BJ, about the bloody tongue. You've done some research. The cult is thought to have descended from a sect driven out of dynastic Egypt.
By whom? By whom?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. You probably have to go to Egypt to see like what kingdom and what dynasty.
Okay. Let me go see, because there's some stuff for me here that may apply depending on what the actual history is. Student of the occult, beloved of Volusia. Have a secret truth. Yeah, it's just more the like Appian is trying to also uncover his his ancestry, connections to his ancestry,
Right.
and he knows that. I think it goes through a. Did we write that down somewhere?
I don't think so. I wrote Memphis and Egypt and a lot of what you wrote.
Mhm.
And then we know Olivia. And
Yeah. Well,
what did you find, Arlen?
Well, there are a bunch of Caesarias, but is the one that you're thinking of, Carl? There's one in modern day Israel.
mm,
Um, there's a couple of others in other parts of the Near East. One in Mauritania in North Africa.
okay. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really say. Right.
Okay, well, I guess
Yeah,
we don't
there's
know.
I have multiple possibilities. Yeah, you don't really
We're gonna
know
have
yet.
to send Antonius a letter that says, "Hey, can you be more specific?"
Yeah.
Send it to every Caesarea in the empire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of fun stuff to do here. So let's take a break and to digest that a little bit, and then we'll move on to things that happen. I don't know if you guys are going to do anything right away.
Not certain on that,
Mm.
but let me pause it here.
Okay.
Paused.
All right. And we are back. Hope you guys had a good break. I don't know if you break when we say break, but here we go. Break. So, so I will start then. I mean, things happen. You guys are kind of, I don't know if you're laying low, but just maybe in a sort of waiting. And perhaps you have to run some errands into the city and you come into Rome. See, if you've seen
Well,
Rome, you know who this person is. This is the
yes.
newsreader. Um,
Well,
and the newsreader, you kind of catch what the newsreader's saying. He says, Scrittore murdered by brutal killers found in the Sabura. There is a connection to other murders committed recently. The Ides of January, the Ides of Janus actually would be right. Uh, Scritori Justinianus Aeneas found murdered in his Sabura hostel. The killers are reported to have used butcher knives. Vigiles Publius of the Urbani has stated that he is exploring the possible connections between the murder and the similar slayings recently in the Sabura last year. A local resident was picked up. Adamus. Adamus the Greek, they say. Adamus the Greek has been convicted of these murders and is now awaiting execution in the field of Mars. Publius has offered no opinion whether this new murder indicates that Adamus had accomplices or is innocent of these and earlier crimes. So you hear that? And then a couple days later, you are invited by the lawyer.
well,
Oh, you're
Gerfred.
actually you're invited. You're invited to the funeral first, actually, by the lawyer to the funeral.
Well, Gerfred would have asked the lawyer not to have the burial in there because he's from Egypt. She would want to take him back
He,
home.
he's he's actually from North Africa, but not really from Egypt. He's from like Mauritania. But the lawyer says, "Oh no, Justinianus, he loved Rome and would want to be buried here in Rome, at his at the villa that you have been staying at, or well, in the fields adjacent and
Well, I
formerly
mean,
owned."
Gerfred is part owner in this, so she has ownership as well. And she would tell him, I'll bury him beneath his favorite olive tree.
Yes, I can amend that.
But I would like it to be a private burial,
That is
as I mean, my own culture would take him back to ashes, but he
all
wishes
right.
to be buried.
Well, what they'll do is they'll cremate him. The temple will cremate him and then bury the urn.
Yes, under there.
Yep. All right. So when you go to the funeral, it is brief. It is the ceremony or the ritual. There is a light rain shower. The turnout is small, but the only ones there potentially you. Um, there is another man who you do not. I don't think you recognize him. Um, there is his lawyer. Uh, uh, what did I say? Carltus Ramses. And there's another woman there. Um, and she's introduced as his niece, Wilhelmina. The priest encourages you to share any special memories you might have of Elias and his wondrous exploits as a scrittore who traveled the world. There are some people hanging out at the edge of the villa. They're keeping a respectful distance. They look like other. They have their like little slates and styluses. They probably are people who write for the newsreader or others. So
Well, in keeping with the Roman way, Gerfrid would have hired mourners
yeah.
and wailers.
Mhm.
So she would get up and definitely share her memories of him. And, although they were not a couple, they were business partners, and he taught her how to make olive oil, some of the best around. She would recant a couple of maybe some of the funny stories that he would have shared, things of that nature. But she would definitely be keeping an eye on the people in the back.
Okay. Uh, how about Appian or Corvir?
Corvair is more of the strong silent type. So
Is he like in
he's
full regalia? It would be allowed. You know, there would be dispensation. Well, you're outside the city, so never mind. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So yeah, are you in full regalia or kind of?
I think he's staying a little more surreptitious than that.
Mm,
He's in kind of the plain clothes look. Although he's probably got like a unseasonably heavy cloak, and anybody paying too close attention will wonder if he might be hiding something under it.
mm. And
Just
and,
to be aware.
and Appian?
Appian would probably recite either a poem or some sort of excerpt from one of the great philosophers.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So like I said, it is short. The priest of the ancestors gives his benediction, and then it kind of breaks up. I guess you're like I said, you're introduced to Wilhelmina, who is his niece, and Carlos Ramses introduces you, and the other man, I don't think you've ever met. He he comes to shake your hand and give his condolences. Uh, he introduces himself as Jonah, and he says that I'm the one who owns Prospero House. I am the
Prospera
one who
House.
Yes, I'm the one who has been writing Justinianus's or making sure that Justianius's writings are disseminated. Uh, I guess in the future you'd call me a publisher.
I see that.
But I have a host of scribes who do this, and yes.
Well, in the future, I would assume that any monies earned would go the way he has wished. Which,
Well, yes, of course.
yes, I would not know that. Mr. Ramses would. Would they call
Says, do
him
you,
Mister? They wouldn't call him Mister.
he says, Jonah, um, he seems he's probably from like probably Lebanon, Palestine, potentially. Um, he asks, do you think that this tragedy was connected to the research for his new book?
Could be. Do you have copies of his research? Because I only have what's here.
He says, yes, please come meet me at the Prospero House. I have residence and a workshop here in the city. He says, you see one of the scritori that are outside the gates are shouting at you, friends of Justianius Annius, friends of Justianius Annius, a word. It's a woman, a female scritor. I guess they're not scritori. They have a different.
Gerfrid would nod to Corvair and Appian and then
Scritrice.
head over there to see if it's a female. She would definitely speak to her.
Mm-hmm. Appian and Corvair. What do you guys? Are you walking over there? Or are you?
Yeah.
Okay. She says, "Yes, thank you. I am here on behalf of the newsreader from the forum. Is this murder?" She blatantly says murder. She doesn't step around the term. Is this murder? Has this a connection with that of the Adamus murders? The man who is to be executed on the field of Marathon.
I don't know. What do you know of it? I don't know of anything of the Adamus murder. What can you share with us? Please, come in.
Well, she's surprised. Is everyone cool with that? Carlos is like looking at you guys strange because do you think we want to Scritrice looking around at the villa?
She's just coming in. This is a funeral. Is it not worse to not let them in? Prying eyes tend to make things up.
So what about there's another handful of them. Do you let the other ones in or you just let her? There's a couple others who've made the trek.
I mean, I'm fine with them standing there. I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming we have guards that are
Not really. No, not really.
Then she would keep them seated very close to where they are then.
So you actually invite him into the villa or a place to sit in the villa?
Well, I'm assuming we're all over by the olive tree where the burial is. I mean, they're not wandering around, and she's not letting them out of her sight.
Right. Okay.
And I'm sure
Appian Corvair.
I'm sure there are servants there, so I would send a note with the servants to ask for some guards to come up, and we would pay. Well, she would pay. Definitely would pay them. It's not like we don't have money to do that.
So you want me to find the man from Jerusalem? From the Palanquin? His men seemed rough and able to do stuff like that?
Yes, please.
Tercio, I think, was his name. All right. Carlos reminds you that he says, I is on Janus 19, 2 days hence. we will have the reading of the dispensation of the estate for Justianius. If he would join me, I do not want to do it here at the villa.
No.
It is not respectful. He tells you where his offices and workshops are just out off the forum.
Yes, and I would like to keep
Centrally
this.
centrally located. Centrally located.
Yes, yes.
Justianius Ananias was a good client, a very good client, very good client. I wish to
Well,
help him and see to his right wishes.
I would prefer that we keep the reading only to Wilhelmina, myself, Corvair, Apion, and possibly Jonas.
Yes, I will. I am inviting the three of you. He seemed to regard you highly, so you will be invited. The others, I will invite as needed. But you are here, and I do not want to, because of things that have happened. I do not want to send runners necessarily.
No. And I would like to send his belongings where he has asked for them to be with Wilhelmina, if she is who he wishes to take them.
That will be revealed 2 days hence.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you take this woman aside here,
I think it would only be the four of us pulling her
Mhm.
aside. I wouldn't want anyone else in the room.
Yeah, she introduces herself as Rebecca Shoshin, and she okay. She says, I show much gratitude to you for letting me speak here."
Mm-hmm. I trust what you're going to say is staying only amongst us and is not being printed. Well, inscribed somewhere.
It is up to those that decide what the reader will report.
Justinius was a very close friend of mine, and if anything is printed about him that is not in the truth, it will not settle well with me. Understand that, please.
Well, she says, I have memorized the notices and I have wrote them down. I do not have them with me, but I have retrieved relevant information about the Adamas murders, and I keep them together that I could show you if you are interested. I did not bring them. Would not want to carry my notes around, if you understand. The news is very important to the newsreader.
Yes.
But I will say that these murders have been conducted in not just in the Sabura, but outside as well, despite what we may have heard.
Hmm. Tell me what makes you think they're all connected.
I also heard, however, that the precinct house in the Sabura was quick to grab Adamas, who was arrested near the scene of the murder of Justianius Ananias.
Hmm. But Justianus was not killed by Adamus.
But are they connected?
I do not know.
Well, if you wish, at your leisure, I will show you this book of clippings and scraps and notes that I have made.
We may invite you back to the villa to share that with us.
And she gives you the general location
Yeah.
of her apartment.
But it is not safe for us to travel there or you to be seen with us if, in
Oh,
fact,
it is not safe. What are you saying?
I'm saying if you spread too much talk,
That is why I
you
do not want
could.
to carry these information with me.
Yes, then why do you want us to travel to where they are? You said you have it memorized, correct?
But it is better to show. She kind of says, I will attempt to memorize it then.
I will speak with my associates and we will see if there's a time maybe we can invite you for dinner that we can speak of this. But now is not the time. I understand your urgency, but you has to also understand we just lost our friend.
The news must be read.
The news also must wait.
Why does she seem so is
Aggressive.
something weird about the way she's being dodgy, or
Yeah.
is she like trying
Uh,
to not is it more like
oh yeah, go ahead.
does it
We
seem
can
like she's
roll
trying to
something there.
trick us, or is it more like she's feeling like
She's
this isn't
being
something I want to
anxious.
discuss openly in public?
Who, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to.
No, for
Oh.
yeah, let's do
This Rebecca?
yeah.
Insight.
Insight
Yeah.
what?
Observation?
I have a 5 in observation and an 11 in
Well,
insight.
Appian, so you can maybe 8 Appian because BJ's the one who he also has a really good observation. It'd be
The
instincts
eight's
if you
being how
have a
much?
focus. The difficulty in this case, it's 1. There's no reason for it to be a 2. She's not like a mastermind
Okay.
hider.
Is she am I gonna get help from
Yeah, Amy, you can roll 1 dice and see if you.
Well, how do I do that? I was just going to roll it and see what came up.
Yeah, you just roll 1 dice though. I think you can do that. I think it gives you the option.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of
to
the
do
options on the
Okay,
pop-ups.
Insight, and I put 1 die.
Mhm.
Well, it says dice, but it's 1 die. Relevant
Yeah.
skill is observation.
And instincts would be the focus. Do you have that?
I do not.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 1.
Mhm.
1
There you go.
success.
You get an extra dice, Appian.
No, an extra success on
Oh,
top
an extra
of his.
success. Yeah, an extra success if you get
okay, so
Yeah.
not an extra dice.
right.
So it's as long as you get at least 1 success, then
But you guys have 2 momentum if you want to grab one.
Observation.
I'm going to reiterate for our listeners that this is an amazing, amazing character sheet, custom made by. Should I tell them?
By
Are
Corey
you
Rare.
cool? Are you cool? Are you cool with me telling them?
well, it's not even really. I mean, I
Adapted,
did
I
a
guess.
little bit of tweaking to the Octon Cthulhu sheet, so the hard work was all done by other people.
3
So
successes.
So humble.
So-
3. Oh wow.
So does that mean we get 2 bonus momentum then?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ma'am.
I'm not a sir, but that's okay.
So what's
Yes,
up?
sir.
What's up with this woman? What's she?
So, I think she doesn't think that they're connected. You get the impression that if you press her, I guess you can press her, right?
She comes
Right.
across as being either a family member to this Adamus or the girlfriend or wife or something for her to be
I think
pushing.
she's just a pushy reporter. I don't think she's necessarily related to the case in other ways. At least that was Corvier's sense from the discussion.
What does she want? What is she saying? Must be opened. Must be read.
What was that again? Sorry.
This
He's insisting
because they
that
don't print the
something-
news.
They don't print the news. They read it. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. She just being. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is she just being curious because that's kind of her job, or is she trying to?
Well,
tell
if
her
you want
something?
to spend those 2 momentum to press her, you don't have to make another roll. You can get.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Right? Is that what we spend two? Is that what we? Is that what we only need to spend one?
You can spend one to ask a question to
Okay.
obtain information.
Yeah.
You can
So
spend two to create a truth.
yeah. Okay. So I think you just need one depressor then.
Okay. All right.
So she says, I believe that the uh, Vigiles or Bonnie are overzealous and do have the wrong person. I do not think this Adamus is connected, and he is to be killed. Well, because it is someone they found on the streets. Imagine if you were just wandering around the Sabura and someone picked you up.
If it's not him, then who is it?
I do not know.
Well, I give you
I
my
do.
word.
I do not.
I will speak to them as best as I can. As Justianus would not want somebody put to death that is not guilty. But you also have to understand they may not go with what I'm asking also.
So, is there anything perhaps that you might know of what happened to Justianius that I could communicate and could be announced at the forum? Anonymity, of course.
He was lured to where he was. He was attacked. He killed several of them, and the one that attacked him succumbed to his wounds, and the doctor was not able to save him. That is the knowledge that I have.
But was it a conspiracy? Was it a cult?
I don't know, and the ones that you would be able to ask are sleeping permanently.
So, Corvier, Appian, do you say anything or anything? You stick with the Gerfrid's story, or which was originally Appion's story.
The truth is, we don't have any assailants to question.
Well, yeah.
Well, it seems like it'd be a particularly credulous citizen who believes that it has nothing to do with Justianus's research into the occult.
Oh,
Credulous or credulous being gullible? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That anybody who thinks that it doesn't have to do with the occult is.
Noted, sir. Noted. She says noted. She says noted centurion. She doesn't know.
Were you a
this
follower?
This person they've arrested. Who is this person that they've?
Anonymous.
You say he was just in the vicinity of another murder? Yeah, I'm kind of curious about this other murder they've tried to link to.
The lawyer is still there, right?
Yeah, he's kind of watching with interest.
Well,
probably Jonah has already left.
We're in a back room, so he wasn't invited into there. But while Corvair and Appian are talking to her, I think Gerfrid would slip out and go talk to Carl herself and say, "Look, I've been told that they're trying to put to death somebody that may or may not have been the murderer. What can we do to stop this until there is a proper investigation?"
Well, there's not really a
we heard
pro
you,
bono
you,
law
BJ.
system in this.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard you, BJ.
Okay.
I just didn't get to. What is her interest? Is that what you were asking?
The sound went off on my end, so I didn't know if you guys if it was on my end. So so. All right.
Yep.
So I asked this person to tell me more about the other murder that they've tried to link.
Well, she says, as I can recall, There was a strange symbol carved into the foreheads of the first two murders. The third murder, well, also happened, and the Vigiles seem baffled by the deaths, and there was no ties that could be found between the victims other than they were in or near the Sabura.
Hmm.
But there has been, as you might know, each section and almost each hill has their own precinct house. Sometimes they do
Who
not
are the other
communicate.
victims?
Because I do not recall that information, but I do have a friend who is a medicus who has theories and has seen some of the bodies.
Who's this person?
He is a medicus lemmius.
Oh, maybe I'll pay him a visit. I should pay him a visit.
Again, I am also. We also, of course, look into Wihili's corruption. Are they being paid? Are they being told to just find someone and close this out? If they are connected, why is this happening?
On my way.
Plus, I mean, yeah, and plus, though, while perhaps most people would not care if an innocent man were executed or not, well, there are those that do.
On my way to
When
find
can I meet your friend?
What's that?
When can I meet your friend?
Uh, if you have a way to contact you, I will say that you are interested, and I can arrange either a meeting in public, or if he is comfortable, you can go to him at his residence.
But yeah, I'm happy to meet him at his residence.
Very well, very well.
while they're talking, and I'm heading out to find the lawyer. The
Mhm.
other, shall we call him newsman? What
They, I don't know how the other newsmen. That's a good question. Hmm. Roll me, yeah, I guess Corvair and Gerfred, you can make an observation.
roll observation?
Mhm. And you need
An
two.
observation is what? What do you want me to do? Insight?
So I guess, yeah, probably inside observation, and it'd be sight or even hearing as a focus, and you need two successes at least.
Here, why don't I aid Gerfrid with a 1 die?
Okay.
And then if you want to take any momentum, you have 3 right now.
All right. I might take one. So I'll stop that and go back.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, 1 success for you.
all right. So,
Okay.
So you only need 1 on your roll.
well, I took a momentum.
Okay.
So I get the 1 extra die.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sight or
And-
hearing would work.
I don't have either of those.
Okay.
What difficulty?
Um, I guess it would be 2, right? And then, but she has an extra success, so
Yeah, difficulty 2, but you get 1 extra success from me. So,
you just need, yeah.
I mean, you could roll it as difficulty 1 and have it be no.
Yeah, that's true.
So roll it as difficulty 2 or difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1, because then it's probably easier to, at least in my head, to, because you just need, yeah, that's fine. Oh, nice. Okay, so you get the momentum back.
Well,
Right,
I
so
got the success from him, and I rolled 3 dice and got 2 successes.
so is that's a total of 3 successes? Is that right? Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's cool. All right, so okay, those other two, you don't know, you don't think they were reporters, as you, Corvier and Gerfid. You see them kind of, they pulled out burlap sacks and are putting some of the nice things that can be carried away into them.
Gerfrid would go up to them and take the sacks away.
When they see you, they drop the sacks and they start running.
I'd trip them. Trip the
All
one
right.
near me. I'm assuming one's near me, one's near Corver.
All right, so roll. If you want to try to catch him, you can. So athletics, is that the thing?
I'm
Yeah, there's
thinking.
an athletics skill.
Yep. So
I
it'd
have
be agility, athletics,
agility, athletics.
and running if you have a focus.
My focus is in climbing.
Yep. So and Corby, if you want to go after them too.
Sure, I'll run after him as well.
Do you have any questions for Rebecca?
I have 2 successes, by the way.
Oh,
I just wanted to arrange a meeting with her friend.
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you exchange them. So you catch the guy.
Yeah. Can I possibly, with my extra success?
Oh, you trip him. You said you tripped him. Yeah.
I want to trip him, but can I trip him to where he trips the one that Corvair was watching?
I think that'll cost 2 momentum to do that. To create the truth. That's fine if you want to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like
Yeah.
to.
You trip or push. You like do the push trip, and he runs into his friend. Okay. So
And
that allows Corvier to catch up.
so I'd like those 2 to be taken into custody, guess you could say. Because we have our men there. I'll put that in quotes.
Yeah. So Appion, you were gonna, or yeah, you were gonna ask something, BJ.
No, I didn't have any other questions for.
Okay. So and Corvier, do you want to you can?
Other than how
these
how
guys
I
are
could get
freaking
in
out
touch
now.
with her again.
Yeah. She says that. Well, I guess she said. She tells you where to find the scriptorium, and she said it is next to it is in the forum at the it says it is in the forum, and she says uh, I am protected by the Temple of Este, and our scriptorium is near there at the Atrium Veste. The newsreader protects his people. So 21 over here.
Okay.
In the forum. All right. That's where you can find her.
With the Temple of Vesta.
Yeah. Yeah. It's number 21, the Atrium Vesta. Veste.
Oh, is she a Vestal Virgin?
She didn't say yay or nay, but she says that.
Not that it has any bearing on anything. I just curious.
Just seems funny.
Historical context.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Corvair, what do you want to do with these dudes that Gerfrid like have created the big pile of this pile of bodies and arms and limbs, and when you guys come over,
I
Corvair,
just pushed one into the other.
I know. So Arlen, what do you want to do with these guys?
I think I want to basically I want to size them up and see if they are like I don't think they're professionals behaving like this, but I want to kind of size them up and make sure.
They're not
Uh,
professional. They're not
yeah,
professionals.
and
I
so
mean,
I'll
you. Yeah.
suggest to Gerfred. I mean, we haven't actually done any stealing because I mean, well, I'll make sure that they don't have anything that they slipped into their pockets, but otherwise I'll say, Gerford, we ought to
Well,
just let them.
they probably cut up some smaller things in their pockets already that you can dislodge.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess we could lead on them to see if they know anything about, rumors around. That's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. How do we? Is there intimidation?
I would I would
There's,
I would think if we not stripped them
Oh, it's
down,
under persuasion. It's
not
under
taking
persuasion.
their clothes off, but trap them in an extra room with no windows, and they just have to sit there, and we stare at them until they say something. I think that's pretty intimidating for Roman times, because Corvair is kind of a imposing dude, right?
Hmm.
Gerford's idea is to put them in solitary for a while, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you have it,
Um,
yeah, gravitas persuasion with intimidation as a focus.
all right. I don't have very much of those, but I do have a personal truth of
Oh,
being a killer for the criminal organizations in here. So I
oh,
figure
right.
seems like that would be a little intimidating and lower the difficulty of trying to
Yeah,
lean on them.
yes, for sure. I
All
agree.
right. What's the
Yeah.
modified difficulty now?
0,
All right. Well, here. Two. How much momentum do we have?
2.
Two. I'll take one more. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
3 dice with persuade. No focus. Difficulty 0.
Very
All
nice.
right. Just one back into the pool. But
All right. So so one of us says, don't say anything, don't say anything, or we'll be the next victims. They said that they are amateurs. When you tell them that you know, you name some mob boss who probably plies around the docks area or something like that. Like professional burglars and thieves and racketeers. They like, oh, no, 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 no. They say we are not gilded. We are not gilded. We do not want to lose our fingers and toes and ears. But uh, he said this man, he said he was from a Juju house, said to grab some things from the house of Justianus Annius, and please, please do not cut my nose off or my hands or fingers. I need them. I have 4 kids to feed. He's lying about that.
yeah.
Gerford wants to look at him and move his head back and forth a little bit to size up the nose and then go back to Corvair and say, "Ha! I don't know. I think he might look better without it." And then she wants to leave the room but close the door behind her.
Yeah.
She's
So if they
trying to add a little intimidation on her way out.
Yeah. So they show you the coins that they gave, and they're actually, like they give them like a sizable amount of silver, and the coins are stamped like Alexandria. They look
Mm.
like Egyptian, you know, provenance coins.
So it seems like this is the bloody tongue people doing this again.
They don't have any. If you check, they don't have any tattoos or anything, but they did say that they were hired by someone who said that Juju House is always looking for rare artifacts from around the world, and this man traveled. Look at his. I've never read any of his books, but I've heard.
Well then, I guess we'll
We are
figure
nobody.
out.
We are nobody.
We'll decide what to do with you guys, and we'll leave them to stew for a little bit.
Okay.
Because we can just lock them in that room. There's no windows or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go down below and light the fires and maybe let them sweat a little bit.
Eh.
Direct some of the hypercost. Kind of,
Gerford would have gone back over to Appion. Just
Yeah, so that woman's left unless you want her to stay, Appion, or um, BJ. She's gone.
She's gone.
She's got. Yeah, I mean, yeah, unless you wanted to ask her anything else, or if you want her to
No.
stay or hang out, or she'll leave. Okay. And then of course, Carlos is concerned about thieves in the house. Yes, because I guess
well,
this is your normal residence, and I appreciate that. Please let us make sure nothing is missing.
oh, you're welcome to
I'll
do
have to
that.
send because I'll have to send some of my servants to take an inventory. And
I
you are staying. He asked if you two you're staying here.
She
Um,
lives there, of course
Corbier
she
and
does.
Gopher. Oh, that is good. That is good. Yeah, that is good. So I do not need. Do you think I need to hire other wardens, other guards?
I don't think so, but I would like you to look into what's going on with this murder case. They said they found somebody already and arrested him for Justinius's murder, but Justinius was murdered by those men that were in the room. I mean, that's plain as day. Everybody knew that. That's exactly what the police said happened, or whatever we're calling them. So, why did they arrest this one?
I don't know. I I mean, Justianius was known, but he is no a nobleman or anything. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, if you could look into it, I'd appreciate it. Obviously, we would cover some costs. On
Nice.
the other side of the timer.
Antonius Soprano.
Since
Yeah,
right, since this is the New York section.
yeah. So maybe Antonius Soperanus, the Greek.
Something.
Antonius Soperanus, the Sicilian.
But anyways, if he'd be
I
willing
guess they would
to,
be, right?
would he be willing to look into Anonymous and find out stuff?
Because I can ask other lawyers, barristers, to see what is going on. He goes, perhaps your friend Corbier, who has, does he still have contacts at the from the of the in the legions, in the auxiliaries? Corbier.
Are just asking me directly, or just
I'm
sort of
assuming you
putting
guys. I'm assuming you guys are all there.
Oh yeah, I could ask around, see who knows what.
I'm just very well, very well. I'm tired. This is. I'm. I will see you in 2 days.
Yes. Please take some of the olive oil that Justinius and I have made home with you as my appreciation for what you have done for him.
Funeral gifts. Yes, wonderful.
Because I think that was probably the thing to do, right? We had a meal, give him a little jar of olive oil to take back.
Okay, so you're probably in a couple days. It could be arranged, Appion, too, that you can meet this medicus.
Okay.
So, so when you get to when you go to hear the will, or when Carlos Ramses reads the will, and then you can also visit Prospero House, and then and the light,
And do we want to
and
do
then
that
the
next
other
time?
inquiries. It's up to you guys. Do you want to continue and do the will, or and leave it at that, and then do the other investigations next time?
We could do the will and then the others
Yep.
next time.
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So he schedules a meeting.
Okay.
He decides to come. He was going to have it in town, but because of he just has like not a bad feeling. He's a little superstitious maybe, and he doesn't want to be around the Sabura, or the place where Justinianus, one of his clients, was murdered. So he invites everyone back to the villa. There's no other nothing really, I don't think anything happens. You really didn't leave any quote unquote loose ends, as it
No,
were.
no. But Gerfrid would have a list of inventory from the house that the servants
Yeah.
would have done for him.
Yeah.
She'll hand that to him and say I saved you the time.
Okay. So uh anyway, he Carlos he has brought a bottle of spirits as well. Uh,
Carlos has?
Carlos has brought a bottle of spirits to commemorate the reading. Yep. Again, he repeats condolences, shares some memories of Elias and his exploits from his point of view. Yes, and for all the sadness of the occasion, Ramses is happy actually to have other friends of Elias around. Because yes, he was my client, but he was also a good friend. Because I remember when we traveled up to Ravenna, and anyway, I will spare you the details. So he says that Elias visited him. Um, I will tell you, I did not mention this at the funeral the day before his death, and updated his wishes for death.
I wonder
He did not
why.
say anything. He did not say anything explicitly, but I guess he believed he was in fear of his life. I wanted to make sure his affairs were in order should the worst happen, and it did.
Hmm.
He says that Anias gave the full power of attorney to Ramses, who has complete authority to liquidate his assets, and Ramses is instructed to use these assets to create and manage a fund. Anias requests that any friends of his who attend the reading make use of the fund to continue his investigation of this expedition, this famous expedition, the Carlinius expedition, or sorry, Caristanius expedition.
This was Justice saying this?
This is in the will, yes. Ramses said he makes disbursements for the fund to pay for travel, accommodation, living costs, equipment purchases, and other expenses, including funerary, as needed. I am also the point of contact for you. Mhm. Yes.
And will you also be going on these expeditions with us?
Oh no.
No. Okay.
Okay. And he gives you a he left a note for you. I unfortunately I cannot read this cursive at this time, so I'm going to sit down and translate it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see they don't have, do they have like a they do not have a translation like just a in type translation. Maybe somewhere else they do. So I will get that. You can read it later. Um, he tells you that the total value of the assets has comes to a little over 50,000 sesterces.
Okay.
Of course, you have access to this fund. Um, the condition is that you pursue his investigation on this ill-fated expedition. I'm sure you've heard about it.
I'm sure we probably will continue it. What of his family back home? Have we located any of them other than just his niece?
No, and he also provides like a fund for the niece, and she can stay at the house and have an allowance for her continue.
Well, in Gerford's mindset, this young niece, is she married?
No.
Then we need to find a proper husband for her because Arlen might know better, or maybe BJ, but I thought women in Rome were not allowed to own anything. Everything had to go through a husband or a caretaker, which is why Gerfrid was with Justinius.
Okay. I'm going to read I'm going to attempt to read the letter.
Okay, you're not going to answer my
It's
question.
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you guys what you want to do. This is our interpretation of the Roman world. You can keep her there. You can, let her apply at the temple Veste. Um, you can do, whatever you want to do, or through Carlos Ramses, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to attempt to read the letter. I think I can make it out.
Okay.
It says interesting. It starts with it says greetings from beyond the grave, perhaps Hades, perhaps Elysium. By now you know that all that I really left to you is a lot, a heap, as it were, of trouble. If I were still around to have an opinion on the matter, I would understand if you decided to walk away from everything. I would provide an allowance, and I hope that you still have the money, the treasure that we found together in Germania.
Mm-hmm.
If I am right now, that is a good indication. If I am right, and usually I am, that is a good indication. I should have done the same, but you know me too well, and I know you all too well. I hope. If you are the kind of person who always did the something thing, sensible thing, yeah, if you were the kind of person who did the sensible thing, we would not be such good friends. You have from there, you have been there when I have needed you in the past, and I hope that you will be there again, even if it is too late for me now. I am I have been pulling threads all over the world, and while most of them are still unraveling, I feel like I am Clotho. I think I am into something big. Carlos and Jonah fill in more. Carlos and Jonah may be able to fill in the details for you. I have left some of my papers and notes with them, which should help your work or you work out which direction or which direction or which nest of which a hive of bees you need to poke next. That's what it says.
Okay.
I trust you to bring my killers to justice. Of course, I am assuming that I was murdered. It will be just plain embarrassing if I ever run into you in the Sabora or at the Circus Maximus. Follow my investigation to its bloody ends and seek out the truth. I'm asking you to finish my book. None of you, none of you can. Oh, I am. Yeah, I am asking you. I am not asking you to finish my book. I do not think any of you, well, maybe Appion, could write worth a damn. Your friend always, Justinius. that I think is a good place to stop.
Sounds good. Except Gerford is a little insulted because she knows how to read and write.
He was just poking
I
fun
know. I know.
at the warriors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool stuff. I guess we'll probably do XP because you should get XP, of course. Off air, figure
Okay.
that out as we go through the little table that they have, and we will continue sooner rather than later. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Arcane, Alienist, Stream Rolla, and the Bard of Pelham's Wasteland for a really fun session to catch us up, to get us up to speed, catch us up, and understand, or maybe um, see what the wishes and live out the final legacy of Justianius and Nias.
Yep.
And you guys have any questions or comments or?
No, I don't think so.
I guess we're gonna have to, go to Egypt and maybe other places.
Yes, other places
Yeah.
where tigers live.
Yeah.
Cairo bound.
The Londinium.
And it's always good to take the doctor with.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, thanks guys for playing.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys soon. Talk to you soon. Good night and good rolling.
Bye.
Bye-bye.